So here's a bit of a fun sketch. It's another sketch of me and my dad, as it happens. This time using a continuous line drawing, using some soluble ink that we can then do a little wash and get some tone. Can then use a big brush pen, a Pentel brush pen, to grab the big shapes and make some firm outlines before adding a little bit of warm tone in the background with another soluble ink pen with some brown ink. Really fun way to sketch. You don't get the perfect likeness, but that's not what sketching for me is about. It's about having fun, experimenting, and producing something which is interesting to look at. So without further ado, let's get sketching. So I'm using here a Lamy Safari fine nib pen with some lovely, not brown, black ink in it. This is just normal Lamy Safari ink cartridge, black ink. So nothing special, nothing crazy. I'm going to do a little continuous line drawing. So the first thing I do is try and often capture the shape of the head, the silhouette of the head, before coming into the features. Now glasses are amazing because they make such a good point to measure from, and such a good sort of anchor point for a sketch. The nose, often if you draw a little circle for the end of the nose, that's how you can capture the idea of there being some light. And you can see just with these little features, things really quickly develop. I then just need to move away from the head, because if you spend too long on that, things get too messy, too busy. So moving across, just get the idea of the shape of shoulders. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing with my dad's head. This time he's got cracking beard, cracking hair. So I sort of used that as a bit of an anchor point and then moved around from there. I mean, if I was to criticise myself for this, I probably spent too long drawing the facial features, and you can see the difference between mine, very crisp and clear, and where I've got a little bit messy with my dad's. But it's sketching, it's fun, it's fine, and I still think it's interesting. Of course, I wanted to get my hand sticking out the back of his head, because I think that's just a really interesting sort of backdrop. And then just still all continuous line drawing, moving around, getting big shapes. It's nice to have things you can grab. So when I say grab, I mean like shapes, easy things which can anchor that whole image. And the rucksack strap on my dad's shoulder is a good example of that. And then having done a bit more, we can go back and sort of correct where we've gone a bit wrong. So my face was a bit broad, a bit oval in shape. So come back and pop another line in. And yeah, it's not perfect, but it's got a real interesting feel to it. It's kind of got a half finished, half unfinished feel, which I love about sketches in all their types. Got my t-shirt and just doing these gestural sweeping lines to get that bit of shape, all those ripples and sort of idea of shadow. And the same moving across to my dad, little features, things we talked about, anchors. So we've got the buttons going down the shirt, we've got the belt strap for a rucksack. All of these things add a bit of fun. He's wearing glasses on top of his head. I find those really tricky. The sort of reflection, the angle, very difficult to grab hold of. Now, just using any old brush, this is a size 2, quite a fine quill brush. And I just want to take some of that ink and move it around. And you can see most black inks, when you move them, have this lovely sort of spread of colour, and in this case it becomes quite a purpley blue hint with obviously a lot of grey and neutral in there. And I'm just finding little areas to get a little bit of tone and quickly dry things off, and then we can move on to the next stage. Don't want to overdo it at this stage, we don't want to go mad. We can always come back and wash a bit more ink if we want. So now we're using a brush pen. And a brush pen's a nice way of getting some bold lines, but also keeping them interesting and fluid. You can get very thin, bold lines, but you can also get real fat, thick, incredibly bold lines. Just move around. We don't want to necessarily create a whole outline. What we're trying to do here is just encompass the shapes which are working, and just let those lines which aren't necessarily working just be there, but be pushed to the background and just show something interesting. You can see around my dad's eyes, that ink I put in, a little bit too much ink, so again, the wash isn't as clean. It's fine. Again, I still think it's interesting, but I think it's a learning point for me for next time, just to remember not to over-focus. We can use a bold outline. You see on my hand, just by doing a bold outline on one side of the fingers, you immediately suggest shape. So again, not just doing the whole outline, which will just give it a very interesting illustrative feel, but just picking areas, picking your places, your boldest lines where the shadows are. And again, with the fingers, we can do the same thing here. We can just suggest shadow, and immediately they become more 3D just with a couple of little bold lines. So moving around, picking out all these little bits, and at some point you have to stop and decide you've done enough, because it's easy to overdo it and effectively ruin what's a good image. We all overwork a bit, don't we, at times in our sketching. Just picking out those last few really bold shadows and having a real bold tone around something is what elevates the light. So quite important to do those bits. And then on that note, having just nothing in the background can mean you lose quite a lot of the effect of your characters, because there's lots of subtle tones and changes, but with just a huge amount of white in the background, those subtle tones are less obvious because there isn't as much for your eyes to contrast against. So I just wanted to give this idea of perhaps leaves in the background. So using a little brown pen, something which is going to be much warmer, very different, something to just take away that white, and wet the page, and we can come back in with the brown pen and do even more. And this way you're going to get some soft lines where it's still wet and that ink just immediately moves. And you're going to get some hard lines where the ink's not wet. And then come back with the brush again and move it a little more. And just iteratively, bit by bit, step by step, we can just increase the tone and move things around. Don't forget these gaps, like under the arms, in between the heads, under the hands. These bits all need to be filled with the same tone for the image to be sort of unified. And there we go, that is my sketch done. Really simple, sort of 3 steps to you creating a fun portrait. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please let me know. Leave a comment and subscribe if you enjoy my content. Thank you very much for watching.